I am living proof that you just need to have blind faith. Guys, 1 month ago, I wanted to travel overseas and I had decision paralysis. I had been putting my life on the back burner for 3 years straight. I was still working at the same job that I'd been stuck in for 4 years. And even though I had manifested little things in my life, like a pay rise, just like friendships, but not friendships that were fulfilling, I was like, there is something more for me and there's nothing in this hometown for me anymore. And I got to a point where I was so miserable that I had no choice but to finally change. So I was like, instead of trying to figure out the how, I just kept affirming to myself, I am traveling full time. I know where to go. I always travel at the perfect place at the perfect time. Somehow I ended up deciding on Bali. And then one morning I was getting ready for work, feeling miserable at the fact that I had nothing to look forward to. I had no friends in my hometown. I just didn't know where I was going with my life. And I was like, how am I getting out of this situation? I didn't even have my passport, but I didn't feel inspired. So I was looking at these tickets and it was $500 and my brain was like, just do it. I felt the fear and I booked it anyway. I was like, I trust in God so much because I've read all of these self-help books. I've gone down all the rabbit holes like Bashar, Abraham Hicks, like Joseph Murphy, Power of I Am, all of these people, and they all say the same thing. It's like, you just have to have faith and stick within to your end result. So I got all these collages. I just focused on it. I'm like, I'm going to manifest the best trip possible. And that's exactly what I did. So within a 2-week span, I got a suitcase. I got everything sorted. I got my passport. I paid all the things I needed to pay for. I even manifested a lift to the airport and it just unfolded in the most perfect way. And now that I've come here, all of those things that were weighing me down back at home, they just seem like something so in the past as this old identity. Like I've truly found myself by finally following my heart and just doing it even though I didn't know the outcome, because I believed that I was my own biggest enemy. I would be at home and so miserable. I'm like, no one else is causing this pain except me. And I was going through it. Like I would try and find gratitude throughout my day, but there was a part of me that just felt so stuck and so caged into my life and my old identity. So coming here, I realized how big the world is and how the universe is always supporting you, because obviously while traveling, there's still moments where I'm like, oh my God, I haven't got this organized or I don't know where to go. And then it just all works out. And I realized that I am always supported on my path. I've met the right people at the right time. I haven't had like a proper friend that I can talk to about, manifestation and the things that I'm into. And randomly, I just started talking to this girl. And now we've been talking almost every day. And I've just been meeting people. And it's like the perfect unfolding of all these things I desired a month ago. All of these things I put on a collage that weren't even in existence yet have come to fruition. I have the people in my reality that weren't even there a few weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago when I got here in Bali, I expected to only be here for 2 weeks. I ended up not catching my flight back home and I'm extending my stay. I have all these new desires. I feel good in my body. I actually just don't even know who I was back at home, because that identity is so in the past. I'm so focused on what am I creating now? How can I help other people now? And it was taking that risk of taking that aligned action and not knowing what the outcome would be, but just knowing that it's going to be best case scenario no matter what, because I've got me, my inner being, my subconscious mind, my inner God that's guiding me every step of the way. And all of these little things, like I've manifested every Airbnb that I get is a good price, it feels luxury, it's clean, and the bed is really comfy. Every single one I've booked has been perfect. If something's really last minute, I'll just visualize how it feels to know that it's done, even though part of me is stressing, and then it's just done at the perfect time. I'm like, nah, everything will sort itself out. And time again, I'm proven that when I stick to my inner faith, everything works out. And even when I waver, I just say, it doesn't matter how I feel, everything is still working out for me. I have not felt this beautiful, this confident, this aligned in so long. And even looking back, I don't regret anything because it made me a stronger person. But now I'm like, I will never waver and not trust myself, because to not trust yourself is to not trust in source, is to not trust in God. Like, take those big desires and just trust that the money will come, the circumstances will come, the people will come, everything will work out, and stick to what you want. Stick to that end state of just grateful for life, because your happiness isn't found in the money and the success and the praise. It's found in just being grateful for life. When you're truly present and you're grateful for everything, all of those things come as a byproduct. And I've lived that, and it's so powerful. Like, being able to connect with like-minded people, I wanted that for so long. It's like my soul was yearning for all these things, and it just unfolded perfectly, and it's felt effortless. Everything has felt like aligned action. It hasn't felt like something I've had to strive for. And I believe every person watching this video deserves to have the exact same experience. So that was a message that was just on my heart. Yeah, I'm not even going to edit this video. I'm just going to upload it. But if you've got a desire in your heart and it feels so out of reach, like, just trust it. Before I even came here, I was crying in my car because part of me was scared to leave. I had never been overseas. I was going by myself. And when I was at home, I was miserable. So I was so scared that if I traveled overseas alone, I would just be miserable alone. But I realized that there was nothing to be scared of, because I found myself. I found my own inner peace. And even when I have those down moments, I know that they're just going to pass. And I focus on what I want. Everything is just building you closer to being the person that can hold the desires that you want. If you ask for more money, you're going to become the identity that can handle that money. If you ask for friendships and connections, you're going to go through things so you can be the person to hold that identity. Everything is about your identity. Yeah, that is all I have to say for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. Remember that you can get anything you set your mind to. You just have to keep saturating your mind with the end state. That's it. Think in your favor and watch God prosper you, because it is so magical how it unfolds. I could never have guessed that this is how everything would be, but it just is. All the things just come. So just trust the process, take that risk, and know even when you're feeling upset or unsure, just trust in the higher power. There is so much proof. There is too much evidence and success of other people getting the life that they want. And it's in those things that scare you. Those are the most rewarding. So just do it. Do it anyway. Okay. Have an amazing day. Bye.